And in other breaking news, 10 GOP seats have flipped in the House, flipped for GOP. In other words, Democratic seats. California, number 48. Florida, 26. Florida, 27. Iowa, 1. Michigan, 3. Minnesota, 7. New Mexico, 2. These are the House seats, numbers, whatever. New York. Concrete jungles where dreams are made of. New York, 11. Oklahoma looks like 05. And South Carolina, 01. Huh. Interesting. What else do we have? Jim Hoft, which is the Gateway Pundit dude. Holy smokes, we've got something coming out tonight, this is 2 hours ago, that will crush liberal hearts everywhere. Very big, he says. And then an hour later, I don't know if this is it, he just says, special thanks to the New York Times for accidentally providing the data that will bring down Biden and crack the biggest vote fraud in history. And Donald Trump Jr. From Breitbart, Joe Biden's transition aide helped steer $3 million to Hunter Biden firm. Oh, shocker. Boy, shocker. Video, Rudy Giuliani has uncovered enough unlawful ballots in Pennsylvania and Michigan to turn election to Trump. But we already knew that was going to happen anyways, didn't we? FYI, this is Gateway Pundit again, but that was November 4th. Michigan witness GOP poll challengers were assaulted at TCF Center trying to protect the vote. That was Gateway Pundit 26 minutes ago. So what about this other story they had? Special thanks to the New York Times. Let's go check out the Gateway Pundit site. Special thanks to the New York Times for accidentally providing the data that will bring down Biden and crack the biggest vote fraud in history. Thank you, New York Times, for your best piece of real news in years. On Tuesday, we published our report on the widespread election night theft of votes from President Donald Trump to Joe Biden. We obtained an unaudited analysis of data available for all the states looking for system glitches and other oddities in vote counts related to the presidential race only. We were led to a site on the internet, thedonald.win, where someone who had seen our post decided to run analysis for himself. The author obtained data that has been passed around that was reportedly captured by the New York Times on election night. By examining the data, the author was able to locate an instance where votes were switched from Trump to Biden. So he decided to perform an analysis on the entire data set, starting with the states where Dominion voting machines are used. You know, that Dominion. The one who is frantically, by the way, on Twitter, trying to defend itself. Nope, it's integrity. Everything's fine. There's no scam. There's no vote rigging. We didn't change any software. We audited ourselves. Trust us. The author also claims that the data is from Edison Research, and it is the same data that is used for election coverage by at least ABC News, CBS News, CNN, and NBC News. It is also used for the website of the New York Times, and probably others as well. Based on this initial analysis from the New York Times, over 500,000 votes were identified that were switched from President Trump to Joe Biden. In addition to this, hundreds of thousands of Trump votes were also deleted. We now know where there was tremendous fraud in the 2020 election. Joe Biden had zero support practically, and yet his vote count surpassed the greatest campaign in U.S. history led by President Donald Trump. We are supposed to believe Joe Biden defeated President Trump, and at the same time the Democrats lost seats in the U.S. House, a governorship, and state legislatures? This is highly improbable. And thanks to the New York Times, we have the information that will take down the Democrats and Joe Biden. Thanks, New York Times. I'll provide a link to this story.